going to reproduction. I have to go through mitosis.
Me too.
Let's go.
So I guess this is reproduction. Let's go through mitosis.
Hey, where do you two think you're going?
We're going to reproduction. I have to go through mitosis.
No, can't do it. I have you going through meiosis.
What's meiosis?
Meiosis is another reproduction method. Let me give you a little tour. Here is meiosis central.
2 doors? What's the big idea?
Meiosis has 2 phases, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Let's start with meiosis 1.
Wait, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis? I thought you said that meiosis was different from mitosis.
It is. Meiosis has similar phases to mitosis, although they do vary a little bit. Let's start here with prophase 1. In prophase 1, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus will disappear, and spindle fibers will appear. Notice that here's where things vary a bit. The chromosomes are going to line up next to their homologue.
Wait, I think I know this. The homologue pair is called a tetrad, and the lining is called synapses.
Correct. Now during synapses, the chromosomes in your cell are going to go through something called crossing over. Now what do you guys think that means if you had to take a guess?
Well, it looks like the maternal and paternal genes are twisting together and breaking off.
That means new genetic material is created.
Good. Now let's move to metaphase 1. In metaphase, the chromosomes line up across the middle of the cell. And notice that the orientation of the chromosomes doesn't matter.
Wait, why are there maternal and paternal genes on them?
Notice also that the spindle fibers are attaching to the centromere of each chromosome. Now let's move.
Simple enough, but what's anaphase 1?
In anaphase 1, the spindle fibers are going to pull one chromosome from each homologous pair to the opposite poles of the cell, which will go into the new cells.
Okay, but why are the maternal and paternal genes on both sides?
This allows for something called independent assortment, which allows for genetic variation in your cells, so that you have both maternal and paternal genes. And finally, we have telekinesis and cytokinesis 1.
In telophase, does the cell split in 2 like mitosis?
Yeah, except this time, the nucleolus and nuclear membrane don't appear quite yet.
Yes, we're done. Is it time to divide yet?
No. Don't you remember? We still have to go through meiosis too. There's another phase. In meiosis, the 2 new cells have to divide again to create 4 new cells.
4 new cells? That's so cool.
Fine, let's get it over with.
Okay. Here's meiosis 2. Now, since they're pretty similar, I don't want to waste your time by walking you through every single one. But I will go through the differences. In prophase 2, metaphase 2, and anaphase 2, your chromosomes are just going to line up across the middle and divide again. Except, this time you only have 1 set of chromosomes instead of 2. So, the spindle fibers will not pull 1 chromosome from each homologous pair, but 1 chromatid from each chromosome that will go in each new cell.
Okay, but what's the difference between cytokinesis and telophase?
Telophase and cytokinesis have but 2 small differences from meiosis 1. The first is that this time the nucleolus and nuclear membrane appear. The second is that the new cells will have half the number of the chromosomes. This is because you're creating sex cells. So when your cell connects with another parent cell, the new cell will have a full number of chromosomes.
Yes, are we done? Can we divide yet?
No. I just have one more quick reminder. Meiosis only occurs in organisms that have gametes in their reproductive organs. For example, in the male human, it occurs in the testes to create 4 sperm cells through a process called spermatogenesis. This is the process you'll be going through, Alec. You can go now.
Thanks for the tour,
Why
boss.
did she get to leave first?
No, I'm almost done. You'll be going through a process called oogenesis.
Wait, let me guess. So I'm going to split into 4 egg cells?
No. You only create 1 egg cell. This is because the cytoplasm does not divide equally in oogenesis. So you only create 1 egg cell and 3 other small cells called polar bodies, which will eventually just degenerate. Now you can go divide.
Thank you for the tour.
You're welcome. Now get back to work.
Good job.